What's up, everybody? Welcome to Palmetto Cats Live. It is that time of year, the Golden Whiskers nomination show. This is the fifth annual Golden Whiskers, if you can believe it. I can't believe it. Just 5 years ago, we were sitting right here, actually, turned a different direction, but here nonetheless. And we had the first Golden Whiskers show, and it was super fun. We had a great time. And then the very next year, we were at the Catfish Conference, and that's where we've been since. So, if you can believe it, this has been going on for 5 years. So, happy 5 years to everybody who've been around that long. To everyone that's new to the Golden Whiskers and the format and everything, we're going to explain everything to you. So, welcome in. Welcome everybody in chat. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. I do have a super chat challenge going. It's new. I just wanted to try it. If we get 10 super chats within the show, I'll do a live stream fishing trivia night like I used to do. So, anyway, if we meet that challenge, if not, I just appreciate you being here anyway. We have one of my Golden Whiskers partners here, Tom, LG
Hey,
Bass and Cats. Bass and Cats. Tonight, he's Bass and Cats. What's up, Tom?
what's going on, Kevin? Happy to be here.
Happy to be here too with you, and Happy New Year to you, and Happy New Year to everyone in chat.
Well, thank you. Same to you. I can't believe it's been 5 years either.
It's been 5 years, man, and you've already been fishing this year.
Oh, yeah.
Man, Tom doesn't waste any time. Have you? I know I asked you earlier on the dock, but have you picked a goal for this year, or are you still kind of mull that over?
Yeah, I'm still, well, the obvious goal was I wanted 4,000 pounds, and I missed it by 34 and a half pounds. So the obvious goal is 4,000, but I'm thinking maybe I want to do something a little different, at least in my notes and try to hone in on why I'm catching fish and where I'm catching them, get a little bit more refined at it. Whereas when I would catch a fish or anybody else would write it in the book, their name, the weight, the kind of catfish it was, but we didn't really notate whether it was night or day or whether the water was running or which side of the dock it came from. We have our guesses where most of the fish come from, but I'm thinking with my OCD that I might need to look into it a little further this year, just for something different.
And that kind of inspired me. And thank you, Lynn, for the $1.99 super chat. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Catfish fever and outdoors. Appreciate you. Yeah, that kind of inspired me during that thing to kind of create a goal. And I liked what you were saying. You're going to write down. You wrote down all the information.
Yep.
I think that's going to be my goal too, is to have a log and kind of write down everything, because I don't get to fish as much as I used to. So maybe if I had a log when I get to fish, after I've gathered data, of course, it'll be more meaningful because I'll know the patterns from that previous year. It's cool.
Yep.
We also have another guest in the chat, someone I just met at CatCon last year. Also a member. Did I mention that Tom is also a member of the nomination committee? That's why he's up here. So thank you for your service, Tom. And then Mr. Robert Jenkins, a.k.a. Robert California, because he's joining us from California. What's up, Robert?
Hey, everybody. I still got a little sun out here.
It's still daylight where he's at. But I was blessed. I'm going to say I'm blessed with the opportunity to meet Robert at CatCon last year. Probably the first person I saw in the hotel, and we hit it off like that. We became friends immediately. Wouldn't you say so?
I would. It was, hey, fishing is a community, right?
That's right.
So it was a blessing to sit with you guys, break bread with you guys, and just the conversations that we were able to have were just wonderful and
very meaningful.
A lot of the things I've applied to my fishing as well, just from the conversations of knowledge that all you guys were sharing with me. So very grateful.
Laura the Explorer with a $9.99 super chat. She said, "Let's get it, strong arm." I love that. Thank you so much. Laura was out there fishing with Tom earlier. Let's see. We had a comment. Mike was saying that he's been keeping along for 5 years now, and Mike has shown those results. Mike Greenwell has been killing it this year. You might see his name pop up a couple times in the nominations. I can neither confirm nor deny. Snake River Catfish Slayer $4.99. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Awesome. Thank you, guys. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down. Robert is also a member of the nomination committee. So let me kind of get this ball rolling here because I know people are anxious to go, and it's late already here on the East Coast. So the Golden Whiskers started 5 years ago. Mike Murillo and I were just kind of throwing around some ideas, and he said, "Hey, man, why don't you do an award show?" And people were having a hard time pronouncing Palmetto, so they said Palomino, or maybe they knew what it was and they're making fun of me. It doesn't matter. Either way, they were going to be the Palomino Awards. I was just going to embrace it and just have fun with it and create spoof awards like Space Cadet or whatever. But then it kind of morphed into, my OCD said, no, let's be a little more serious with it and create categories. And so we created categories. And then so we were sitting there and like, what do we call this thing? And Tom, I can't remember. I think we were in some kind of accountability group together or something. We were typing, and Tom said, "What about the Golden Whiskers?" And I was like, "Oh man, that's awesome! It's kind of like the Golden Globes, but for catfishing." So Tom is the creator of the name Golden Whiskers, so he will always have a place if he so desires on the nomination committee. And Mike Murillo kind of came up with the idea with me to have the show. So that's how it was created. We had 2 years with no nomination committee. It was just me trying to piece things together and trying to tap people for nominations. Then we had a committee on the third year, and that kind of helped out. And the committee's been rotating around. We try to keep it around 10. This year we have 8 total committee members. And so that's how it was decided, or that's how the final decision was made. The total nominees were taken 2 different ways. If you have Facebook, there's a Facebook group called the Golden Whiskers Facebook group. You can go join that, and people were dropping links to their favorite videos, and I would prompt people, who's got the best blue catfish video, and they would drop links and everything. And then there was a suggestion survey, which really didn't get used much because people were enjoying the Facebook format. So we'll probably keep with that next year. But I took every single nomination. You can ask these guys, every single nomination that was on that Facebook page and in that survey, and put it on their list with the link to the video. And they had to go through and watch every video in every category. And the nomination crew picked their top 3 favorites from every category. So then I compiled all that data, and whoever had the top 3 from the nomination, top 3 votes, is in this show tonight, in the nomination show. So that's how it worked. There were a couple tiebreakers. I did not vote firsthand. I was the tiebreaker. So if there were any ties, I broke the tie. So that's the only time I voted because we only had 8. So 7, and then my 8th vote was the tiebreaker. Did I go over that pretty good? Did y'all understand that, fellas? Y'all did? Yep. Okay, good. I'm just going to say thank you to Two Stands Fishing, member for 21 months. Boom, boom, bam. My fishing partner, Catfishbill, member for 39 months. And Tony Harrison, Happy New Year, 42 months. What's up, Tony? All right. I don't see any questions. I see people just saying hey to each other. So without further ado, I guess what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get it cranked up. Is there anything else I need to say, guys? Let's go to my
slide. You covered it, but you covered it well.
I made slides, man. Thank you to my Boom Squad members. Let me go ahead and say that. Thank you so much for doing that, for being a part of my community. Thank you to our nomination committee. Here are their names. So if you want to blame somebody, don't blame me. No, I'm just kidding. Art Henderson, Katie Collins, Matthew Wolbert, Michael Murillo, Robert Jenkins, Tom Owens, and Tonia Hollis are our nomination committee members. Vonnie was on there, but Vonnie had to bow. Her work schedule was just too much for Thank you so much for our corporate sponsor, Catfish and Crappie Conference, where this will be taking place at the end in February next month. Actually, next month, guys. Whew, man. Again, we are running a challenge, a super chat challenge in the chat. If you see that, that's what that's about. I've never seen it before, so I just wanted to try it. But we're going to go ahead. We're going to get started. These are in alphabetical order. If your name pops up on the screen, you are a nominee for the Golden Whisker Award for your category. At the end of the show, after I end the show, I'll go turn on voting. Right now it's turned off, but the link is in the description. The link to all our sponsors is also in the description, as well as the names of the committee members in the description as well. So right below, as Keith says, down there. It's down there. Fishing and stuff. Let's go to Angler of the Year. Angler of the Year, I think we had like 20 nominations. It was crazy. We had a lot of them, but the top three were Ryan Bortz, Micah Burkhart, and Chris Gamble of El Gato Azul. So congratulations to everybody. I think, do I still have a clap on here? An applause? Yeah, there we go. Congratulations. Any thoughts on these guys?
That's a who's who of fishing this year. There's a lot of, all three of them had wonderful seasons.
All right. Robert California said, I agree. Yeah, you got Ryan Bortz, who recently went pro, as they say. That he's doing it for a living, as well as other things. But thank you, Dink Over Stink, $5. Boom! Thank you so much. Let's go 2025. Micah Burkhart, of course, the angler from Tennessee that has blown up the record twice, beat his own record. And then Chris Gamble, who is always catching fat cats with his son Action Jackson out in Texas. So 3 great nominees. Congratulations, gentlemen. We'll move on to the next award. Next award is Bank Angler of the Year. And the top 3 were, I need a drum roll. Bam! LG Bass. Bass Cats. Congratulations, Tom. River Rat 3030 and Jerry Parker. I know Tom's probably humble. I can tell you Tom probably didn't vote for himself, but Tom is definitely deserves to be on that list. I always try to go above and beyond when we talk about someone who's been nominated for awards that are on the committee. Tom is relentless with his efforts out there on the dock, and I think he really deserves that. Thoughts on anyone else? Jerry Parker, obviously. I mean, Jerry Parker needs to be on that list. River at 3030, kind of coming out of the dark there, really been killing it.
Yep.
Let's see what the comments say. Anybody up here? Let's see. There's Ryan Bortz watching while I move files on SD cards. All right. Way to go, Tom, Jerry, and Ernest.
Thanks, Dan.
All right. Of course, it's really hard to choose out of that group too. You really had to make some decisions there. There's a lot of those too. Blooper of the Year is next. Not as many to choose from, but definitely some great content out there to choose from. Muskrat saying anyone catch a fish from the bank is impressive. All right. Let me see. I haven't done this live thing in a while, so I'm trying to get my bearings back. Blooper of the Year. For Real Fishing, Art Henderson and Aloft TV. Congratulations. For Real Fishing, I believe that he lost the boat.
Yeah.
The boat was floating away from the dock. Last year I played some of these videos, but the show was 3 hours long, so I didn't want to do that to anybody. Art Henderson, he had the blue cat slap him in the face. And Alof went to go get a rod and slipped and busted his bunkie on the rocks there. Any thoughts on these guys?
I tell you, I was laughing, and the one with art with the fish slapping him and the way he kept replaying it. And that was cute. I enjoyed that one.
Yeah,
They're all great. Yeah.
Yeah, there were. That was one category I wish we had a little bit more videos because you enjoyed watching them. So it was kind of funny.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's something that I hope people will, and it has gotten better. So I think this year is better than last year, is better than the previous year. As people get used to this process, they'll know, oh man, this was a funny clip. I need to go post it right now so I don't forget about it later. And that's something that I did. If I saw something, I went straight to the site and I boom, posted it. So I think all three of those are awesome.
Yep.
All three are funny. Here's another thing that they're great at. They're all high quality. Like, you could see and hear everything, and it was funny. It was really funny. Yeah, this is going to be difficult, Benoit. Yeah, imagine being one of us having to choose from the whole list. At least we narrowed it down for you. The next was Blue Cat of the Year. Talk about a bunch of nominations. How many do you remember were on there, guys?
I don't remember.
I would say there was upwards of 20.
Might be more.
At least 20.
Yeah, it felt like it because there was a lot of videos to go through on that one.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember.
Thankfully, a lot of people helped us out this year. And if they didn't, I tried to go back and take their link and start it where the capture was. But people really thank you, Takedown rod holders. Appreciate it. Boom, $4.99. They really helped us. Instead of watching the whole 20-minute video, they clipped it or whatever.
Right.
So that really helps. So that's something for all of you that are thinking about nominating or being nominated in the future. Clip the video for us. We don't need the whole thing. But if you don't know how to, when you share a video, YouTube will let you start it. You click on a button, start at minute, whatever. But here we go, guys. This is for Blooper of the Year. Not Blooper, Blue Cat of the Year. Catfish Sumo. That's Daniel from Catfish Sumo. Creole Catfishing. I believe that was the 100-pound catfish that they caught. And Greenwell Fishing. I think that was his new PB this year was the actual video. Greenwell actually had 2. Right. And Creole had 2 as well. But the Creole's one is the big fish, the new one, the new PB, boat record, whatever. And then his other one was the boat record before that was broken.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. And then Greenwell, I believe that was the video, his new PB was that one. And then Daniel, obviously, he caught that 80-something pound catfish out of the kayak. And in the video, you see him standing up with it, holding it up out of the kayak. That's crazy, man. And I think that's why he kind of got that nomination. Well, not only, I mean, it's a great catfish. I haven't caught one that big. But that he was able to handle it in the kayak and the way he handled it and all that. And, oh, man, just 3 great fish. Congratulations, Daniel, Creole, and Andrew. Got to give a shout-out to Andrew, his brother, and definitely to Mike Greenwell. I just want to thank another corporate sponsor, FOA Customs and Gear, corporate sponsor for the Golden Whiskers Awards. Freddie makes our big plaques for the conference, for the award show, so that we don't have to pay for them or raise money for them. So thank you, FOA Customs and Gear, for your corporate sponsorship. Oh, man. Feel free to talk. You guys are quiet. How come I send a link out to everybody and the 2 quietest guys pop up? I'm just kidding.
Well, Kevin, you spoke about the kayak. I always get amazed at how they are able to handle those big fish and maneuver them and stuff, especially when they have double hookups and they're trying to. I know if it was me, every video you'll see me all wet and soaked because I'm flying over. So I always get amazed with their balance. I wonder how long it always take them to get that wet, that good at doing that. Because the kayakers do catch some really big fish,
and you got to be in shape to do that too.
Yeah.
You really do. Creole says, really, it's Andrew's nomination, his fish. Yeah, but he is a part of Creole catfishing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely.
You know, every time I think of it, it's been a couple of years, but when I think of kayak videos, I just can't get out of my head. Has is one with that snake that tried to climb in his boat. So that's enough for me. I'll stay on the dock.
Yep. Katie Collins, one of our nomination crew, said, I would be there if I hadn't been working. No problem. She's another quiet one, too. She already knows it. Two Stands Fishing with a 222. 199 identifies as a 222. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, let's keep on rolling here. Boat of the year. This one a lot of people think is superficial, but it's just fun. You know, I mean, if you make those boat payments or you've customized your boat or you built your boat, why not be recognized?
Sure.
So top 3, I think we had about 6 nominations on Facebook, and here are the top 3. JayRFishing, Danny Ball, and Kool Catfishing. Congratulations. I also forgot to mention something, and I'll go back in a minute. But I need to remind people that you see Tony Harrison's logo up there. It's because he sponsored this award. So thank you, Tony Harrison, for sponsoring this award. JayRFishing, he has a green aluminum high side boat. I'm not sure what brand it is from the picture, but that green really caught a lot of eyes. Danny Ball, that's Danny Ball's boat. JayRFishing has a cool wrap around their boat that has their YouTube channel, their TikTok channel on there. And Kool Catfishing has that awesome. He won last year, actually. He has that what's it called? I was just gonna say it and it popped out of my head. It's a aluminum boat with a built-in aluminum top, like Steve Douglas has. Very cool boats. Going back to the Angler of the Year, JG Hill sponsored that one. Thank you, JG. Kool Catfishing sponsored the Bank Angler. Thank you so much. Catch Fish with Us sponsored the Blooper. Brian B Catfishing sponsored the Blue Catfish of the Year. And, of course, we're on the Boat of the Year. So congratulations, JayRFishing, Danny Ball, and Kool Catfishing for your nominations.
And can you mention again how people can become sponsors for an award?
Sure. If you a Hughes Craft, thank you. That's what it was. Hughes Craft. Yeah. So if you want to be a sponsor next year, whenever I put out the thing on the Facebook page, the advertisement, you just got to email me and say, hey, I want to sponsor this award, and I accept like all the digital payments and everything for those. To be a corporate, so to be sponsoring an award this year was $25 for the small awards, which is basically 1 or 2 medals per spot. The junior angler and the Hall of Fame, the bigger awards, the junior angler, all of them get a medal, and the the bigger awards or the plaques, everything costs more. So those are $50, and then the corporate sponsorship is $250. And the show sponsor is I think it was $300. So we thank those people. That money goes towards buying awards. Shipping is the biggest thing. If people aren't at the Catfish Conference, I have to ship all those awards, and that's really the biggest cost. But we have trophies, we have medals, we have travel expenses, we have the suit that I wear, which I was just telling Tom about.
Yep.
So, Catfishbill, $10. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. That's awesome. We got to be getting close to that goal. All right, let's see here. Catch and Cook, best catch and cook. Outdoor Wicked Adventures, River Certified, and Benoit Fishing, sponsored by Catch Fish with Us. So this was another category, guys, that really didn't have many nominations, probably 5 or 6, and they were all great.
Yeah, that was fun to watch. There was a lot of good video in there.
Yeah, I think I did have to break a tie with this one, but you got Outdoor Wicked Adventures, Jeremy, and his lady out there cooking full course meals. River Certified cooked just about in every video he made. So really, it was hard to pick one. I think somebody just picked the latest one and posted the link to it. And then Benoit Fishing had that bluegill fishing catch and cook, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Channel Cat of the Year. Again, not that many nominations, but some great channel cats were caught. Here are your top 3. Real-time catfishing. Mr. John and Dana, John Parker and Dana. Benoit Fishing again. That's their second nomination.
Yep.
And Chris Souders. Chris Souders, he is and this is sponsored by Gene Tillman. I don't know if Gene has a logo or not. But yeah, Chris Souders is in our Hall of Fame. So it's great to have him nominated for something else too. What did you guys think about this? I know, Robert, you primarily have channel cats out there, right, in California?
We do. For me to go for blues, I have to make a little drive. I mean, not compared to you guys' drive. I've seen, it's a lot of these videos, people making these 2 hours, 3-hour drive. I'm not trying to drive like that. California traffic is terrible. So, but yeah, primarily we do have channel cats. Some of our reservoirs actually do have blue cats. They'll put them in. They put a lot of these blue cats when they first did the reservoirs, but then after that, they primarily just put channels in there. So we do have some. Actually, we do have some trophy blue cats around. One of our lakes actually just had they broke. It's why you call it an 88-pound blue cat. So
Wow.
it's amazing, But it amazed me to see the fish that these people are pulling up. My biggest blue cat is 15 pounds. Excuse me. But I have a better chance of getting big flatheads actually than we do.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome, man. But yeah, so that's what I wanted to get. I wanted to get your feedback on the size of these channel cats, how that relates to what you're used to seeing, because I know nothing about fishing out in California other than on the coast. Of course, we have saltwater, but
The ocean.
yeah. So thank you, Fracture Fix. He did a Cash App donation. Said happy 2025. He is going to be now a corporate sponsor. So thank you so much. He probably hates me for telling people that, but I'm going to put him on the spot. Thank you so much, Fracture Fix. If you don't know Jesus Christ, you want to know him, let me know. If you don't want to talk to me, I'll hook you up with John Burton, Fracture Fix. That's the best ad he said I can give him. Paul Snazzy, what's up, man? $20. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are really blessing the channel tonight. Really appreciate you. It doesn't go unnoticed at all. All this money will be put to good use, shipping, buying more trophies. Actually might convert some of that money to LFTL that we're short. So California has yellow flatheads.
They
you know
do.
about that?
They
Yellow
do.
flatheads.
Well, and as you guys know, depending on how the body of water and how the water is and stuff, a lot of our canals that are connected to the Colorado River, the flatheads in there are pretty yellow. But we have a big reservoir here called Diamond Valley Lake. Well, in California, they love bass fishing. But
Who doesn't?
that,
That's for Tom.
Oh, I did that. Yes, buddy.
right.
They have some nice marble size, marble color flatheads that are really pretty.
I have to show you the picture of my biggest flathead. It's very yellow. Caught out of the lake here. Look who's telling us look who's rushing us. What is this guy thinking? This guy has no reason. I'm just kidding. Okay, next nomination. Cinematographer. I am thankful to be nominated for this one. Did not nominate myself, did not vote for myself. Again, you know how I feel about this, guys. I didn't even used to accept nominations, but people told me I was crazy, so I'm going to allow it. Palmetto Cats, thank you, everybody who voted for me. Dieter Melhorn and River Certified. Just some great content created. River Certified, telling a story. And that's what cinematography is about. It's about telling a story with your video and your sound and your effects and everything. And really, Dieter Melhorn, I know he's not the most popular with a lot of people, but man, he tells a story better than most. What do you guys think about that?
No, I agree. I agree.
Yep. Yeah, I enjoy Dieter's content.
Yeah. I know he thank you, Riggin, for fatties. Appreciate it. He gets on people's nerves sometimes. He likes to stir the pot a lot.
Yeah.
And he likes to get in that politics, and I think it is just to get a rise out of people and really to just report everything. But again, when he makes a video, he really goes all out and tries to tell a story with it. So I really think he deserves it. And again, River certified. I mean, he's a professional, man. I mean, he does it 3 times a week, nonstop. I don't know how he has time to do it, but he does great stuff. So with that being said, we're gonna move on to Bugman says he puts out good stuff. Yeah, I like him myself. Let's see. I'm trying not to. First time I heard Yellow Cat saying Creole was live. Hey, Lori. Brian B Catfish is in the house. Where is he at? Creole. Everybody saying hey to Brian. There he is. Okay, I'm here. What did I win? There's Maddie. Matt's another member of the nomination committee, and I really appreciate Matt. I want to take a second to say something to him. I appreciate him. Found out some things he's dealing with, and for him to just go ahead and do this nomination thing for us on top of what he's dealing with, man. God bless you. Love you, man. Keep safe, and we'll keep praying for you and your family. All right, let's keep on going. Everybody's saying, hey, Lori. I done lost the show now. Lori popped in. Voting will be open after the show. Voting will be open after the show. So if you're clicking on that link in the description and trying to vote, it's not going to let you because I haven't opened it up yet. But just to let you know, it's already there. Next nomination, Community Servant Award. This award is about someone who constantly goes above and beyond to serve the catfishing community. And that could be done in many different ways, whether it's hosting something or it's donating or organizing donations, or doesn't have to be anything monetarily. It can be anything. However you feel that God has blessed you to serve the community and they do it, this is what that award is for. Hey, FOA, Motor Red. Member for 38 months. Thank you, Freddie. All right. And so that's what this is about. And the top 3 were John Parker, Real Time Catfishing, Roger DeMint Jr., Muskrat Adventures, and Stan Smith Sr. from 2 Stands Fishing. What do you guys think?
I thought this one was a little bit more difficult on the selection. So as some of the people, I was aware of the community service and things that they do. So others, I had to kind of dig a little deeper and go and look them up and kind of see what exactly they were doing. And then based off of that. So for this one, I had to do, it wasn't just, you had to really go look if you didn't know who this person was.
Right. And that makes it really hard because a lot of times, and JG, I keep forgetting to do I'll go back and do that. JG Hill sponsored this award, by the way. I agree. You have to, if you didn't know them, or even if you knew them but didn't know what they were contributing to the community, like they don't always do it on their channel. Like they're on other channels, or they're contributing on Facebook, or like John Parker. I know one of the reasons is he makes a lot of digital art for people to use on their channels. And for some people, that's really difficult to do. And so they really appreciate it because it makes their channel look more professional. And so you can't see that. You can't see that just visiting his channel. So, yeah, I can see, especially someone newer to the community like yourself, Robert, like where that would be kind of hard. Thank you, Team Snaggin Whiskers, member for 9 months. Appreciate you. Yeah, Jersey, Texas, we got rid of the international category, unfortunately. And I'll tell you why. I have the hardest time. I've only gotten the medal to 1 out of 5 years. The medal is only – actually, we hadn't had it for 5. We've only had it for 3 years. I've gotten the medal to 1. I couldn't get a hold of one from 2 years ago, Carl. No matter what I do, can't get a hold of him, can't find an address. And then last year's winner, I sent it and it's been lost. And he, for lack of a better word, he doesn't want to associate with me anymore because I think he feels like I didn't send it to him. But like it got lost in the mail or something. So it's just so hard to get it over there. And so we just kind of snipped that one. So if that made people upset, it is what it is. I'll take it. Two Stan said, "Wow, y'all have no idea how much it means to me. John Parker has done almost all of our thumbnails." Well, there you go. You know who to vote for now. There's Jerry Parker. Dustin, did you recover from Broncos loss? Oh, they're talking about football now. Yeah, so let's go back and say thank you to FOA Customs and Gear for sponsoring the Cinematographer of the Year award. Channel Cat Award was Gene Tillman, and I think we did this Catfish with us. Community Servant J.G. Hill. All right, next is Creator of the Year. So this one, definitely someone who creates constant content. Like, I mean, just always putting stuff out, and not just putting like stuff out because anybody really could do that, but like high quality content. And they're really growing. They're pushing the limit. They're trying to do everything they can to not only enhance the community but build themselves and grow. So there were a lot of nominees for this one too. But the Creator of the Year nominees are, and this is a big one, y'all. Micah Burkhart, Fishing with Stuff, and River Certified. So I think this is River Certified's third nomination.
Yep.
Again, sponsored by Catch Fish with Us. Thank you, Chris and V. So what do you guys think about this one?
I think this is a good one. They do put out a lot of content. Yeah, this is a good one. This is going to be a tough one, I think, for the people to vote on.
Yeah, this one, yeah. I had to put a lot of thought into this one.
Fishing and Stuff,
great.
no stranger to this category. I think he might have won it last year. No, I think River Certified won it last year. But I think Fishing and Stuff has won it before.
Yeah, I believe you're right. Yep.
But yeah, I think he's got a new contestant though. Micah Burkhart.
He came on strong this year.
Yeah, he came on strong. He started last year, came on strong. Of course, the fact that he catches big catfish and can articulate what he's doing to teach people means a lot. And he just dropped a video where he's fishing with Steve Douglas. And I love the fact that he dropped the video, even though they caught like 2 or 3 small ones. Because I was like, oh, of course, they're going to – because I fished with Steve. Just let everybody know I fish with Steve. And we caught like little 10-pounders. I posted that video like that. So just to know that he's like me is like, I'm going to post this because I'm fishing with Steve Douglas. I don't care what we got. So that really, I felt that.
And he even got to drive the boat.
Yeah, he got to drive the boat. Yeah. That boat ride's rough. I don't know. People, Steve's got a steel back or something, man. That boat ride's rough, but it is very nice. Very nice. Cool. So thank you for that one. I believe Catch Fish with Us sponsored that again. Dynamic Duo Award. Yeah, Micah is very humble as well. I love that about him. I love anybody who is very good at something and humble as well. Like they just like if you're very good at something, I already look up to you. But if you kind of got like this, chauvinistic thing going on, I kind of But if you're humble and down to earth, man, you go way up here on my list. Dynamic Duo. Doesn't have to be a husband or wife, boyfriend or girlfriend. It could be 2 friends, fishing buddies, father, son, husband, wife, whatever. It doesn't matter what it is. If you constantly fish together, you were nominated for this. And here are your top 3 for the Dynamic Duo Award. Allison and Gabby from Benoit Fishing Outdoors, Jeremy and Andrew from Creole Catfishing, and Chris and V from Catch Fish with Us. This award was sponsored by the first dynamic duo, I believe, Two Stands Fishing. I see you shaking your head, Robert. You must agree with these.
Yeah, they were good. There was some Yeah, it was another tough category. It was some really good duos. And you had some new people that just kind of got in there too that started fishing that they actually, had some good content as well. So that was a good category, I thought.
I agree.
Yep.
I think Chris and V really put their name in the hat in these tournaments where they fish together, and they're always like trading off the fish and just have this great relationship on camera, and just kind of show like what it means to be a couple and do things together. So, Allison and Gabby, same thing. Really come a very positive presence in the community, and then Jeremy and Andrew brothers, killing it out there on down there in Louisiana on a Atchafalaya with them fillets. But thank you again to Two Stands Fishing for sponsoring that award. See, Catfish with us. Thanks, Unexpected, for sure. You're welcome. You're welcome. Let's see. Anybody else? I'm speechless. Great. Yeah, they've been nominated for a couple things. Benoit has. So Benoit really impressing people this year.
Yeah, they had a great year. Yep.
All right. Editor of the year. Speaks for itself. You put a lot of time into your videos, different camera angles, sound, videography, transitions, all that. It all shows. Fishing and stuff, Dieter Melhorn, and then I don't know how I got in this one again, but Palmetto Cats, I appreciate you guys on the nomination crew, and whoever nominated me. Well, I know who nominated me because I see them all, but thank you, that person who nominated me. Thank you so much. But fishing and stuff, I mean, I
think we lost Kevin.
Well, you guys didn't run the show while I was gone.
I was going to say you would mess up when we were on Editor of the Year.
I hit the thumb button on my mouse. Oh man, Dieter would tell you that, and this is sponsored by FOA. Thank you, Freddie and Dina. Dieter Melhorn would tell you, yeah, another category I'm going to lose to Keith from fishing and stuff. Yeah, I can agree with that. I mean, for me, not for Dieter. I think Dieter does a great job. Let's see. We're talking about the last word, all things guys off camera though. LOL, kidding. Yeah, thank you. Alaska video. That was the longest video I think I've ever made. He gone. Yep. Oops. Yeah. So hard category to choose from. There were some other great editors on there, and I'm just honored to be one of them. So thanks, guys. Thank you to our corporate sponsor, Slime Line. We got some big corporate sponsors, man. FOA, Slime Line, Advanced Formulated Fishing Line, Caleb and the crew over there at Catch the Fever, aka Slime Line. Thank you for sponsoring the Golden Whiskers Awards once again. This is the second time. If you need some fishing line, going over to Slime Line and get you some line. They got the green and the orange and some leader line as well, and some crappie fishing lines also. Boom! You didn't have to do that, man. See, this is what I'm getting about Freddie, man. He's already been a corporate sponsor, sponsored awards, and he's going to donate $50. Thank you, Freddie. Much love to you. We allow it, Stan. We were talking about. Sorry, I'm an honorary Ohioan. Stan, you're accepted. All right, cool. Let's get moving. Any thoughts on that one, guys, other than what I've already said? What you already said?
I think you covered it all day. There's some good nominees, good editing.
Yep. Yeah, I love the Alaska video. That was really sweet, really nice.
Thank you. Educational channel of the year: Chat with Muskrat, Richard Jean, the Fishing Machine, and Catfish Weekly. Sponsored by Catch Fish with Us.
That was another tough one.
I don't want to be the first one to talk. Go ahead, guys.
I said that was another tough one. That was a tough one. Going through and picking them. Because they all put out such good content. And definitely, the information that they provide is clear. It's easy to follow. The novice can follow that. So the things that they show, and even showing you how to, whether it's tying a knot or like what to look for, all the information that they provide, depending on what it is that they're doing and how they explain it, I think is really good. That was a tough one because they all get put out great educational content. So that was a tough one.
Yeah, and 2 out of the 3 are live streams too.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think that makes it harder because you have to. You're not. I mean, not that you can't prepare for a live stream to be educational, but you have to be solid on it. Like it's not just something you're making up and giving. Like, not to say Richard Gene is making anything up because the man is a genius, but you have to have that knowledge. You can't just make it up on the spot. Richard Gene, anything from crappie fishing to bluegill fishing to catfishing, he's done it all in all different types of ways, with all different kinds of rods and lines and hooks and jigs. And I'm really surprised that he hasn't been nominated for anything else in the past. Because I watch not all of his videos. I'm not gonna lie and say I watch them all, but there's some that I watch. I'm like, man, like why isn't he ever on here? So I'm very happy that he's on. I don't know him, never met him. He probably doesn't even know we exist, but that's okay.
I had a similar thing. It's like when his name showed up on the forum, I hadn't seen much from Richard Gene this year. And then I went to his page and found out that YouTube unsubscribed me, which is why I wasn't seeing any of his videos. So I did a deep crawl through there.
Yep, you missed a lot.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's why I'm not seeing any. I need to go check it out. Well, cool. And I think I said that Catfish with us. They sponsored a bunch this year. So thank you so much, Chris and V, for that. Richard Gene is the MacGyver of catfishing. Yeah, I can agree with that statement. Will you post a link to all their channels? Yeah, so I mean, I'm not gonna do it tonight. No, not tonight. But whenever I make the stream for the final show, I put all the nominees in the description. I do. But if somebody wants to drop Richard Gene or Muskrat, I'm more than happy with that. I just don't want a bunch of random channels dropped and muddy up the chat. You know what I mean? So that way we can keep up with it. All right. Just to be considered as a blessing. That's awesome. I'm glad people feel that way. All right. We are on Female Angler of the Year. Man, a lot of nominees this time too. Usually this is one where we have like 2 or 3. But I think we had 7 or 8 nominees, which is great. That means that the female presence in the catfishing world, at least on YouTube, is growing, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But the votes were very strong for these 3. So I'm happy to announce that the top 3 female anglers of the year nominees are Laura the Explorer, Pontoon Jody, and Benoit Fishing. They didn't say which Benoit, so I just put Benoit as a group because they're both females. So they were nominated a few times. So I think as a group they will be nominated together. So there's another Benoit, man, coming out strong this year. What do you guys think? Cool Cats Fishing, thank you so much, James Fonseca, for sponsoring this awesome award. What do you guys think? I know LG Bass might be a little partial to one of these.
Well, you can't really say that. Jody's been a guest at my house numerous times as well. So
I was just picking because if y'all don't know, him and Laura went live fishing today. That's the only reason I said that.
Yeah. And I think the world of Benoit too. So I think they're one of the most exciting channels this year. So
There you go.
I'd be happy for all three of them.
There you go. Jody always has a strong showing. Often fishing by herself, especially in those tournaments, really showing what it means to not just be a female angler, but be an angler. So it's great. I think she's won it the past 2 years. I know she won it last year, I think. I really should have the results up next to me, shouldn't I, Robert? Robert's analyzing. Here, this is what you can do better next time.
You got the extra monitors.
Yeah, I got a monitor right here that I can use. And I probably could pull that up real quick. What do you? We hadn't heard your opinion, Robert. Go ahead and share with us about the.
This one was a little bit challenging for me too. In the past, I'd only heard of Jody, and I've seen her obviously last year when she won. And but what was great was the participation in the catfish tournaments that exposed me to a lot more of the anglers that were fishing and stuff. So I got to kind of watch and go subscribe, kind of follow a lot of these people. So
Okay.
so that helped me with some of my voting. And then others, it was just, I had to go kind of look and so, I'm not going off of who I know, but more so of let me look at the content. Let me see, oh, okay, this is what you're doing. Okay. And then compare and then make my little list and then say, okay, go back to my top 3 and then look again and say, okay, this one. So, but the voting process in general allowed me to expose me to a lot more anglers. So that's why I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, and what he's talking about, guys, is whenever you nominated somebody on Facebook, I went and searched out the video, and even if it wasn't a video, like the Female Angler of the Year is not a video, it's the channel. So I went and hyperlinked the channel to the voting form. So they clicked on it, they had it right there. Pontoon Jody, click, I can watch all our videos right there. So it really streamlined the process, not the situation, to make it a little easier so they get more exposure. And yes, Pontoon Jody won last year. She was the Female Angler of the Year last year. Awesome. Let's move right along here. I think I said who sponsored that one. If I didn't, it was Cool Cats. Yep, I did. Fish Fight of the Year. This is self-explanatory. If we saw a awesome fight to get a fish in the boat, usually it's somebody fighting a fish by themselves or in heavy current or light tackle or something like that. That's what this award is for. And that was the top 3 were Clearview Outdoors, Skip, Parker Pursuits, and Pontoon Jody again. So that's Jody's second, Parker Pursuits second. Before I say anything, thoughts?
There were some good nominees. There were some good fights. I didn't look at necessarily the length of the fight, but like you said, you look at the conditions dealing with the fight, the current, are they by themselves? So there was a lot of things that I looked at, and when I made my nominees on that, but it was I enjoyed it. I thought they were all great fights. I thought there was great nominees for this category. It was good.
Tom?
Yeah, I thought these were all fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to have to make the final pick.
Well, you don't have to.
I like them all.
Yeah, the most recent one I think was Skips. He just put out that video, and he fought that monster catfishing by himself in current. You could see the fear on his face that he was going to miss it. Another close one for me that also was nominated was Dieter Melhorn's Big Fish from this year. But these ones edged it out. And rightfully so. I mean, they're all 3 great fish fights. And last year, Epic Catfish, Sean won this one last year, catching that 100-pounder on the FOA rod, I believe it was.
Yep.
All right, the next one is a lot of people's favorite award, and it's the Flathead Catfish of the Year. Because you know a lot of people don't ever see a big flathead like that, but man, there was some big. This was a big category too. I think over 10 nominations for flatheads. Some of them weren't necessarily for the size; they were just for like her first flathead or the color of it or something like that. But here are the top 3. Benoit Fishing again.
Yep.
Hooks and Hammocks, Chris and Telly, and Catch Fish with Us. Another nomination for them. This one was sponsored by my fishing buddy, Catfishbill 66. I think one of the things that really put Benoit over the top on this this award was the shots that they got of the head of the catfish sticking on the water. Like when they were releasing it and they had their hand in the thing. I mean, just the head size of that sucker was just very impressive. Hooks and Hammocks, Chris and Telly, another fantastic fish, and then Chris and V of that nighttime flathead.
I think in the Benoit video there were 2 flatheads that were both right around 40 pounds, weren't there? They each caught one. I think there was that large.
I believe so. I think I only clipped it where
Gabby,
the biggest one,
yeah.
But yeah, there's definitely great ones in there.
Yep.
That fish was her white whale. Well, there you go. Captain Ahab. Congratulations. 103 in the chat and only 53 thumbs up. Oh, hold up. Stop the show. Come on, y'all. Come on. Help a brother out. Click that thumbs up. We do have some people on Facebook probably too. Yeah, I mean, all these nominations. She said, wow, thank you guys. Thank you. He was a brute. 2 40-pounders in less than a half hour. Yeah, that's a day right there, which some people would say, yeah, I'm done. I'm not fishing anymore. I can't get any better than this. But last year, Flathead of the Year was won by Fishin' Fever. Austin from Fishin' Fever. And again, I think I went over that sponsor. Good luck to all. Thanks for the nomination. She said it was almost my size. Great fish. Now time for another one of our corporate sponsors, Takedown Rod Holders. Thank you so much to Austin Pettigrew, Takedown Rod Holders. Been in the community now for several years. Makes great bank rod holders. Well, more than just bank rod holders, but rod holders for all your fishing needs. Check them out. The link is in the description. Thank you again for being a corporate sponsor. All right, we're getting on down. Here's a big one for a non-YouTuber. Doesn't necessarily have to be a YouTuber, but the Friends of Catfishing Award. Friends of Catfishing Award is usually a business that really puts a lot of effort into building the community, whether that's through sharing of content, helping somebody build content, supplying funds. I mean, it could be anything, but you know it when you see it. And there weren't as many as I thought there were going to be, but there are more than we've ever had. So I'm trying to find the one from last year. I think I know who it was. So here's a Friends of Catfishing. This was sponsored by Gene Tillman, FOA Customs and Gear, Catfish Clothing, and Mad Cats. Mad Cats won last year. So thank you, Mr. Gene and Shirley Tillman, for sponsoring that. What do you guys think about these companies and what they do?
The Mad Cats, they have that wonderful
Weekly Big Fish.
the weekly Big Fish contest. Yeah.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, right when maybe the 4th or 5th week that they did that, when it started about a year and a half ago, whatever it was, I caught one that was 41 pounds and I didn't submit it. And 3rd place was 39.
Oh, Tom.
But yeah, that's fun. But yeah, Catfish Clothing, they have wonderful stuff, and Chris is a real nice guy. And what can you say about? I mean, if you don't know Freddie, you got to know Freddie. Freddie's a great guy, Freddie and Nina. So that's 3 great companies right there.
They are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Freddie was the first one to step in to sponsor the live catfishing or live fishing tournament league. I didn't even ask him. He just did it. And as you can see, sorry, I mean a piece of ice, guys. My bad. That's why I was letting you guys talk. But I don't think I need to say too much about Freddie. One, because you already know. And if you don't know, you haven't been in a while, you need to go check out FOA Customs and Gear. And anytime you see Freddie really doesn't put out a lot of content, but he's on people's channels all the time. He's on the bait shop. He's a co-host on the bait shop. He fishes all of our tournaments. Catfish Clothing, Chris recently joined the bait shop as well as a co-host, but he's been in the community for years, sponsoring numerous anglers with clothing, doing giveaways, helping people out wherever they need it, helping content creators most recently. And then Mad Cat's sponsoring LFTL, of course, with the Big Fish Award this year, $2,000. And then, like Tom said, you know, their weekly prize or the monthly prize to help people get recognized and give back a little bit to people who have, you know, been loyal to them. So lots of great things going on there. That's a hard one to pick from. It really is. I have definitely relationships with all three companies and their owners. So thank you, Gene. Guru of the year. What is a guru to you guys?
Kind of a know-it-all.
Yeah.
In a good way. In a good way.
In a good way, yeah. A know-it-all.
Yeah, someone you can go to when you need an answer and you know that you need it fast. Someone you can call and they'll give it to you.
Okay. So our next award is the Guru of the Year. And I agree. Someone, as far as this award is concerned, who has a wealth of catfishing knowledge. And they've either shared that with people over the year, particularly 2024, or they are someone like you guys said that I can call and say, hey, what rig should I use in this situation? So we'll go ahead and announce the top three for that. And they are Tim Scott, Dieter Melhorn, and Lyle Stokes. So Tim's first nomination, Dieter Melhorn's, I think, his third, and Lyle's first one, I think. So congratulations, gentlemen. I think the Guru of the Year, I'll have to find it. But Tom, you want to go first?
Yeah, I don't know what to say about these three. I mean, what can you say that Tim is incredible, and you can see when you ask Tim a question, you're not bothering him. Tim wants to tell you about fishing, and you just see that he lights up when you ask him about a fishing situation, and he's fun to deal with. And Dieter is, you know, he's got the background, he's got the time on the water. He's very easy to deal with. And Lyle, I mean, if you don't get anything out of Catfish Weekly, you're not watching well enough. So
he's been doing it for so long.
Yep.
What about you, Robert?
Well,
So Tim did win this award last year.
I don't know them like Kevin, but I do watch them, and very informative. You know, one of the things I did like about Dieter, what he did one time is that he went back a little bit and corrected himself about what previous content that he did. And a lot of times, you know, the people let it just ride. But he went back and corrected himself. I think I've seen that a couple of times where he corrected himself and appropriately gave the right information and stuff like that. I can appreciate that. Yeah. This is a tough one too. I mean, everybody put out good content in their own way. That, you know, and it's really about whether or not how that information speaks to you and how that person resonates with you. I'm surprised you wasn't nominated, Kevin.
What? You definitely are new. So no, I appreciate it though. But yeah, definitely three guys that have a wealth of knowledge, and you know, it's going to come down to, I think in this category, because I've seen the voting in the past, it's going to come down to who you connect more with, like who you trust more. You probably haven't seen a lot of Tim because he's on TikTok more, making content on TikTok. He only puts like long form videos on YouTube, but he's constantly on TikTok dropping stuff. But yeah, 3 guys who, number one, have been around for a long time, so they deserve that street cred. And that street cred comes from evidence in the past where they produced. And so a producer is someone you kind of want to, well, how are they doing that? You know, what makes them had that success? So let's see. Muskrat said Tim will forget more about catfishing by the time he goes to sleep tonight than I'll ever know. Yeah. We were talking to Tim Scott. Yeah, we know, Stan. Stan and Tim have stayed up for 24 hours. Weekend Angler said, let's face it, Lyle was fishing back when Grand Canyon was just a muddy ditch. Yeah, I mean, he's been around since the grasshopper only had a knee, you know. I mean, forever. What's up, Jim? Said, I enjoy talking with Tim. He's awesome knowledge. Yeah. Creole's laughing, Josh. Cool. And Tim did win that last year, and I believe he's won it several years. He's just that guy. Now to probably one of the biggest awards of the year, the Hall of Fame Award. And so I kind of want to explain this one a little bit more. There were some nominations that, not that these people don't deserve to be nominated, and I pushed them through on your sheet anyway, but I'm glad that you guys saw, like, well, these guys really embody the purpose of the award. But there are some nominated that are great anglers and have done awesome, but maybe they haven't had that they pay their dues, kind of, and they haven't done what the award says. And the award says that it's somebody who has over time, for years, put into the catfishing community to make it a better community for all. So they've contributed over years and years and years. And so I'm happy to say that the people who are already in the Hall of Fame, like Steve Douglas, Chris Flores, Chris Souders, Tim Scott, those 4 gentlemen definitely have put years and years into the community. So I think we have definitely 3. All 3 of them deserve to be in there. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it out there. And there's actually about 5 that deserve to be in there, but we limited it to 3, top 3. And that last award, was sponsored by FOA, Customs and Gear. This one is Hall of Fame Tim Doc Lang. If you don't know Tim, he was most recently a co-host on Catfish Weekly with Lyle Stokes. Richard Jean, the fishing machine. We talked about his accolades earlier. And then Luke Nichols. I was just talking to Tom about this. A video popped up about Luke where another YouTube creator was doing a video about Luke's success on YouTube and brought up the Catfish and Carp channel and how he created the new Outdoor Boys channel because he couldn't go anywhere more with that Catfish and Carp channel. Just now he's got 12 million subscribers on that one. So 3 guys that have really put a lot into the catfish community. And not to say there isn't more, but those are the top 3 votes. What do you guys think?
I think those are good nominees. Obviously, I think everybody knows Catfish and Carp. And he, again, like you said, he put out a lot of content back in the day with them, and now he kind of focused on the videos with his family and stuff, with the Outdoor Boys and stuff like that. But I think he was on here one time. I think during COVID, you guys had him as a guest speaker or something. Great information. He's another one that, he just those are all 3 good, strong candidates who, like you said, I think they're all 3 dudes who deserve to be in there. Yep. And they will be eventually.
Yeah, Parker says Lyle all the way. Lyle was a nominee. Again, like I said, there's like 5 guys that really deserve to be in the top 3, but that math doesn't work out. So it's just how the vote went down. But Lyle's another one that deserves to be in there. There was another guy who was supposed to be in there too. But those are the top three, and hopefully Lyle will get his nomination next year. But yeah, definitely three awesome ones. St. Luke, Doc was too good for Ohio, so he moved. Yeah, he moved down to Alabama. Just send him away to make the world a better place. You're welcome. All these Ohio guys are talking trash now. But no, Doc, I've never met Doc personally, but I've talked to him when I was on Catfish Weekly. Him and Lyle were running it back then, and just a wealth of knowledge. Also, when I used to do a show, I had Doc on, and he would talk about skip. We've had a long talk about skipjack fishing and how he's so successful at finding skipjack all the time, and why he moved to Alabama and all that stuff. And Richard Jean, again, I've never met him, but he was one of those that I put on the list because somebody nominated him. And you guys, as a whole collective, decided that that's who received a nomination. So there you go. There's your three for Hall of Fame. And that was sponsored by Catfish with us. Thank you again. The next one is a new one for this year, and it's Host of the Year. Host of the Year. So the top three for Host of the Year were Chad Fields, Brian B. Catfishing, and Stan Smith Sr. Obviously, Stan Smith. Stan's been hosting his butt off despite his health recently. Right, Stan? Brian B. Catfishing and Chad, my partners in the Live Fishing Tournament League, definitely all three of them deserve to be up there.
Yep.
Sponsored by JG Hill Studios. I don't have much to say. I mean, these guys are live all the time. Their reputation speaks for themselves. They always try to put on high quality content. Anything you guys want to add?
No, I agree.
All right.
Yeah. Great choices.
Yeah.
Congratulations, fellas. Want to thank you to corporate sponsor JayRFishing, YouTube and TikTok channel. Congratulations on your marriage. Another tag team that's fished together, and they are now married. So congratulations. That's been a recent thing within the past month or so. Check them out. YouTube and TikTok. The link is in the description. Let's see what the comments say. Stan. Stan's happy. Let's see. This one is important to me. Hosts make it possible. Yep. Hours alone will tell you who the host most is. Love you guys. Well, of course, Stan's. He's an OH guy. There's an Ohio thing going on in the chat here. You were the video guy for JayRFishing wedding. Okay, cool. I knew you went down there. All right, moving on. Trying to keep the show rolling. Innovator of the Year, someone who comes up with new ideas, new ways to share content. And those top three were Bobcat Outdoors, his first nomination, The Weekend Angler, and Fishing and Stuff, sponsored by Benoit Outdoors. What do you guys think?
Fishing and Stuff is going to be hard to beat.
Yeah.
I think, did he win it last year?
I'm looking right now.
I know he won quite a few.
No, Guard Dog won last year. Yeah, he has won that award before. He didn't get in the top three nominations last year. It was Guard Dog, the Fishing Magician, and FOA last year. But yeah, definitely. Bob's first nomination. Bob works hard on his content. Works really hard on his content. And then the Weekend Angler, Josh is man, he's really talented when it comes to all this DIY stuff and reviewing things and just talking about things. Like, I know he researches things just as much as the rest of us, but it just seems like when he talks to you, it's just coming. Like I said, the stuff you can't make up, it just comes from him, and he emotes it. I don't know how to explain it any better than that. Oh, man.
It's innovative.
Yeah, it is innovative. That's why I can't explain it, because it's stuff I don't understand. There you All right, congratulations. And I think I said, Benoit Outdoors thing or fishing. Intro of the year. This is a common one I have to explain every year, so I'll explain real quick. The intro isn't a short section. Intro of the year isn't a short section of all of your videos that you play in every video. The intro of the year is a specific intro that leads out a video that leads into the rest of the video, and it's different in every video. So that's what this is for. Not many nominations. I think there was 3, so that made it really easy. There's 3 nominations and there's 3 selections. So Catfish Weekly, the Weekend Angler, and myself, Palmetto Cats. So I'm thankful to be one of those. Probably wouldn't have been in the top 3 if there would have been a 4th. But Catfish Weekly had, for Josh, Chad, and Lyle, they made a Top Cat intro, which kind of mimicked the Top Gun intro to Top Gun. And it was very funny, but actually it kind of inspired you a little bit to get ready. And then the Weekend Angler, Josh, again, he had an intro to, I believe, a battery video he did, which was top notch. And then mine was the intro to my boat camping video. Mm-hmm. Boom, we got a $20 super check, a blessing for a very altruistic person. Please keep sending prayers, brother. Night, all duck seasons over. OH. Yes, we will continue to pray, buddy. Oh, man. So there you go. Catfish Weekly, the Weekend Angler, Palmetto Cats. Catfish Weekly has a few nominations. Weekend Angler now has 2, I believe. I believe I won this one last year. I think that's the one I know I won 1. Yep, that's the one I won last year. So congratulations and thank you, FOA, for yet another sponsorship. Let's see. That intro award is Christina and Caitlin's if we happen to win that. 10-4. Well, you can bring them up. You can bring your family up with you. All right, the next one is the Junior Angler of the Year. And unlike every other, I want to explain this because it's going to look weird to people. This one really wasn't a voting one for the nominations committee because all of our junior and youth anglers that are nominated get recognized. Now, we do vote. We do ask the public to vote for an Youth Angler of the Year, but all of them get recognized, and any of them that are nominated that are at the Catfish Conference will receive an award. But there will be a first place because it's America. There's only one first place. But we do recognize, I think we recognize first, second, and third. So here we go. Lots of nominations. I'm glad to see this. We had 8, sponsored by Muskrat Adventures. Coop Burns, Merrick Gregg, Serenity Gregg, Tammin Gregg, Fierce Williams, River Williams, Shelby Reed, and Riverland Rose. Congratulations. This is the 11 to 17 category. So the older kids. And I'm not going to start talking about any one of them because we don't have time for me to talk about all 8 of them. Some great anglers. Again, there were links to their channels or a picture of them so you can see them holding up their fish. So congratulations. Thank you again, Muskrat. Kayak Angler of the Year, sponsored by Catfishbill, Chris Rombach, Justin Johnston, and Ryan Bortz. So rigging for fatties, Kayak Catfish, and Ryan Bortz Blue Collar Fishing. 3 of the best kayak anglers out there, I think. What do you guys think?
Yeah, this is going to be a tough one. But I think this one's going to be another one, like you said, the previous one is going to be who you connect with the most.
Yeah, who you connect with the most. That's right.
Yeah, I think this is probably the hardest one. These 3 are so equally matched to me. I don't know.
Well, and even on YouTube, they compete with each other, like on these tournaments.
Yeah.
And they go back and forth.
Yeah.
Like, they're all great anglers. Oh, let's see. Fishing with out of Tupperware is hard. Congrats to all three guys in this category. Absolutely. I tell you what, you got to be in shape to do it. Thank you. So,
Has isn't in shape, but he can do it.
say again.
The Has isn't in shape, but he somehow gets it done.
You ain't seen him do it in a long time, no. Anyway, 5th Annual Golden Whiskers Award Show will be February 21st, 2025 at the Louisville, Kentucky Convention Center at the Catfish and Crappie Conference. And guys, this year the layout's different. The award show actually won't be in the exhibitor area. We'll have our own room. That could be a positive or a negative for some. I see it as both. It could be both. One, you're not drawn in a crowd with the music and everything, but then we have our own room, so it's more about us, and we can kind of take as long as we want, or we have our own area. But basically, the past couple of years, I like to pump the music, and they keep telling me to turn it down, and I don't. And so it disturbs the vendors, and so it's my fault. But Steve was gracious enough to rent us a whole room for the Golden Whiskers Awards. So that's where that'll be, guys. Let's see if any comments. Nope. All right. Moving right along, guys. We're getting there. Live stream fishing show. Stan Day, Ernie the Hog Snatcher, and NJ Fishing Maniac. 3 awesome choices. One from TikTok.
Yep.
That's why I got a little TikTok emblem on there, because there's some TikTok guys on here. So Stan, for like 4 years, just about every Sunday, running a live fishing show. Ernie the Hog Snatcher, in my opinion, one of the most entertaining live fishing guys out there. Just amazing. And that man works so hard to make a good show too. And great content. And the NJ Fishing Maniac, let's talk about the success he's had recently. Have you seen his subscriber count?
Not recently.
He's over 10,000.
Oh, wow.
Like he's taken that vertical live format on YouTube and really been successful. I mean, he's got some great live streams. I've caught a couple of them right at the end because they're kind of during the day. But man, he's really made some strides, improving his content. And that is sponsored by Kool Catfishing. Thank you, James, for another sponsorship. All right, moving on to Best New Talent. So this is new as of 2024. So we've tried my best to go back and make sure they're new. And if I made a mistake, you can let me know in private. But these are the 3 that were new for 2024 that the committee voted for. Catch Fish with Us, Fishing Not Catching, and For Real Fishing. What you think, guys? Surprise?
No, I don't think so. I think this is a good one. I know I've seen Fishing Not Catching on in the tournaments, and they've been doing phenomenal for for their first time.
Right.
So I think this is a good group of new talent. I think the voters got it right on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think those are the first 3 that jumped out at me for being, for the new talent. And those were the ones that I remember the most, being out there and enjoying their content. Yep.
Right.
Yeah, Catfish with Us and Fishing Not Catching, really on the live tournament stream, we've got to know them. Mark and Cooper on TikTok. And then For Real Fishing, Tyler Barnes, just jumped out the gate making great content on YouTube. Thank you, Team Snaggin Whiskers, for the sponsor for this award. But For Real Fishing, man, has really blown up over the past year, not only with their apparel and everything, but he started creating content. And I just watched a video, and I don't know, it was from the summer, I don't know when he posted it, but they caught 19 flatheads
Wow.
on one trip. And he said in the video, he goes, "We just stopped filming, guys, because I mean it's another flathead. we got so much content. I mean, just very impressive stuff they're doing.
And also to add, the content don't come off like they're newbies either.
That's right.
So that's what it's like. Man, they come off like they've been in this game for a while. So, but great content, like you said. I agree.
Absolutely.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. Parody video of the year. There are only 3, so that made the voting easy. Now it's Catfish Weekly, Hooks and Hammocks, and Catfish Dog. I think Catfish Dog did the Rent-A-Fish. Hooks and Hammocks did the Vinegar, which was better. And Catfish Weekly for the same one that they got nominated for the intro of the year. I believe that was the one, the Top Gun theme. But there you go. 3. We got nominated for 3, and we got 3 up there. Good luck, everybody. Muskrat Adventures. Thank you to Roger and Jacqueline. Let me make sure I thank Jacqueline. Parody video is my favorite category. I love seeing these. All right. Let's move right on. Product of the year. Self-explanatory. Best fishing product people thought got nominated. Top 3 were FOA Custom Sling, Cat Claws Rod Holders, and Alpha Boards. Sponsored by Fishin' Fever Austin.
Yeah, good products.
Yeah, most recently the FOA Custom Sling has jumped out in the past few months. Yeah. Alpha Boards since CatCon last year been making a huge dent in the community for their planer boards that the arms swing both ways. And I think they're putting out a new one at CatCon this year that it improves on it. But I mean, there are several great products other than these, but I can't argue all 3 of these deserve it. So Cat Claws rod holders, bank rod holders. I didn't mention them. I just figured people knew who they were.
I got to say, I bought one of the FOA slings, and I got to tell you, for when I'm fishing by myself, for a broken down old man in bad shape, it makes getting those fish weighed and released quickly. It's a godsend. I love that product.
Awesome. Yeah, we've seen a couple 100-pounders weighed in them, haven't we?
Yeah.
Muskrat Adventures, $5 said, "Let's go." Appreciate you, man. Greenwell says some big fish been weighed in the FOA sling. Greenwell knows he's got one.
Yep.
Let's see. Wow, only 3 months of having them out. 2,000 sold. Wow. Good gracious. There's Maurice Cason. What's up, man?
Hey, Maurice.
Cool. Sling has been a game changer. Yep, there's another guy who's weighed pigs in them. Yeah, so trivia night, I guess, is happening. I got to work harder now to make a trivia night. But thank you guys for blessing the channel. Thank you for all the super chats. I will put together a trivia night. I'll have to get with Michael Murillo to help me out with that one. Or these guys up here, maybe they could help me with it. But we'll definitely do one. Catfish Crappie Conference, February 21st through 22nd, 9 a.m., Louisville, Kentucky. Make sure you get your tickets. Make sure you plan. Get your hotel room. It's late for your hotel room if you hadn't already got it. It's getting there. It's getting late. I think we're the crew is staying at Town Place Suites, Louisville Airport. They may still have rooms, I don't know. But anyway, make sure you get there. We'll have the award show that Friday night. It's even going to be at 5 or 5:30. We might be able to do it whenever we want, actually, because we have that room. Let me think about that. Okay. I just got a message. Hang on, guys. I don't know if it's about right now. Oh, yep. I don't know what they're talking about. All right. Here we go. Let's see. Review video of the year, new category. Rigging for Fatties, The Weekend Angler, and Adrenaline Rush Adventures. New channel to me. But it's sponsored by FOA. I mean, there's not much to say. They made great review video. I know The Weekend Angler was about the battery. I can't right off the top of my head think about the other review, what they reviewed. Can you guys remember right off the top of your head?
I can't either.
No.
Okay. I know OWA did a bait. Well, they submitted a couple of them. Let me stop. Okay. Congratulations. Review for Fatties, The Weekend Angler, Adrenaline Rush Adventures. If you guys haven't checked out Adrenaline Rush, pretty neat channel. Pretty neat channel. They were new for me because of these nominations. I found them. They don't always do catfishing, but when they do, they do a good job of it. They do a lot of noodling. I don't know if you're for that or against that, but I don't do it. I'm not sticking my hand in no hole. But there were several. I like that there were several videos to choose from. I can't remember what it came down for some of these, but I'll have to go back and look at them again. Sound design, best music in a video. There were 3, and 3 got selected. Fishing and Stuff, Outdoor Wicked Adventures. No, there were 4, sorry. And Palmetto Cats. So, guys, I'm just grateful to be nominated. Thank you so much. Outdoor Wicked Adventures, they had they have great music in all their videos. And then Keith always has either some fun sound playing or some kind of rock song in the background. Sponsored by Beil. How do you say that? Schuylkill Punch? Schuylkill Anglers? Schuylkill. That's right. So congratulations. Fishing and Stuff, Outdoor Wicked Adventures, and Palmetto Cats. There you go. Heck yes. Thank you, guys. We love jamming. Guys, put some great music in your videos. I don't get to watch all of them, but the ones I do, I specific because I love putting cool music in my music background, and so I always think about that. All right, Spouse of the Year. Gabby Benoit from Benoit Fishing, Lindsay Bortz from Ryan Bortz Blue Collar Fishing, and Anna Lakin. You guys, I promise I'm not nominating any of these people, myself or my wife, or anything. I just hope you guys can know that. But thank you to the people multiple people nominated my wife. But Gabby Benoit, Lindsay Bortz, and Anna Lakin. Behind every great angler, there's a great spouse or a significant other in most cases. And this is a great way to honor them. There was about 12 or 13 different people to nominate from. So thank you for everybody for nominating those spouses. Anything to say about these guys?
I have a question.
Yep.
Is Anna bringing chocolates to CatCon this year?
I don't know. I'll have to ask her.
Michelle really liked those.
The spicy ones were really good. Yeah.
I don't know, guys. If you vote for her, no, I'm just kidding.
Actually, when I got some the first time, I called Michelle from CatCon, and I told her what I bought, and I said, "Yeah, I got like 4." She said, "That's it. Go back and get more."
No, this is. She's been nominated once before for it, but she really supports me anything I want to do. Mm-hmm. Partially because we don't have any kids, so it's a little easier. Yeah. But I'm thankful for her every day, and I'm sure the other guys can say the same thing, and other girls can say the same thing. Sponsored by Brian B Catfishing. Thank you, Uncle B.
They're all winners because the guys put in a lot of time and stuff, and you got to have a lot of patience for us to be able to put this amount of time in our hobbies.
Yeah, and not even for our hobby, in every other aspect of life that we don't mention on YouTube. Yeah, right. For sure.
Yeah, and I had the privilege of meeting Lindsay Bortz spent some time here with us, with Ryan and Catfish Mike and our Kayak Mike.
Linda's a sweetheart, man.
And she's really, really sweet girl. Really nice.
I think this next award is the most important award of all, and that's Subscriber of the Year. So congratulations to the top 3 nominees, who are Uncle Jeep, Lisa Swain, and Greg Burgess. Sponsored by Gene Tillman. So congratulations, Uncle Jeep, always trolling people and making up other YouTube channels to come in and support people. Lisa Swain, Burrito Catfishing Lady, she's been newer to the community this year and been in everybody's live. I see her in every live I go in, every single one.
Yeah.
And Greg Burgess, I can say the same thing for him. He's always one of the first to say, "Hey, Kevin, what's up?" So, these without you all and all the ones that didn't make the top 3, we thank you all. We thank you so much, because without the subscribers, there ain't nobody to watch these fishing videos that we think are awesome.
Yep.
So thank you so much. And thank you, Gene, for sponsoring another award. Thank you for our one and only show sponsor, that is Catch the Fever, the brand that pays to fish. Thank you to Caleb and the team over there at Catch the Fever. They their award not only helps me getting stuff for the show, like any wires or cables, but my fresh suit always comes from that award as well. But thank you so much. I'm getting blown up over here. Let me turn the sound off on there. There we go. I must have made a mistake. Anytime you get a lot of messages, it's like, no, that's wrong, or something like that. I'll have to check it later. But thank you so much, Cash Fever. All right, last four. What are we, hour 38 in? I've been trying to go fast. This is why I didn't show video clips. The Takedown of the Year. Lots of submissions for this one. Lots. This was hard. But the top 3 are Rigging for Fatties. He actually had 2 submitted.
Yeah.
Ernie the Hog Snatcher and Pontoon Jody. I can speak fluidly on all 3 of these, but I'll let you guys start.
This was one that I had to keep going back and rewatch. They didn't do comparisons and stuff. It was just like, but they were all excitable takedowns. It was just like, like how do you write down and stuff. There was some great submissions on this one. And yeah, some had 2, and it was like, okay, which do I pick from? So, but this was a great I just prayed for it.
List of nominees.
List of nominees. There you go.
Yeah, this was strong all the way around.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rigging for Fatties. He had 2 that was out of the kayak. It looked like was about to rip the rod out of the kayak.
Yeah.
Ernie the Hog Snatcher, he was fishing on the bank for bait or something, and he turned around, the rod's like bent over, and he's having to run over there to get it, and you got the first-person view on his chest. And then Pontoon Jody had one takedown so hard she couldn't get out the rod holder. She just sat there and was like, I can't do anything.
And the whole time she was laughing.
Yep. So
I was going to say that sometimes the reaction enhances the takedown and stuff like that, and the whole experience. Yeah.
Thank you, Fishing Not Catching, for that award sponsorship. The next one is Thumbnail of the Year. Had several for these, probably about 8 or 10. Very good thumbnails. The top 3 are Ryan Bortz, The Bait Shop, and Catfish Weekly. So you got Ryan Bortz. He had the one with the Volkswagen and the dam.
Yeah.
And the Catfish. The Bait Shop had the hosts with pew-pews all lined up, looking like Mr. T in the gang. What was the show called?
The A-Team.
The A-Team, yeah. And then the Catfish Weekly, they had several nominations. I forget which one it was. I have to pull it. Oh, it was the Channel Cat one. The Channel Cat one was very beautiful, actually. Very artistic and very well done. So 3 awesome thumbnails. I don't know who's going to win that one. That was tough. That was tough. Another one, video of the year, and again, I'm speechless, but thank you guys. I was nominated for this one. It wasn't the Alaska video; it was my camping video.
Yep.
Bobcat Outdoors had an awesome video, and then Creole and Andrew, of course, the 100-pound catfish video. So congratulations, guys. That's gonna be hard to choose from for me, out of Creole and Bobcat, but those are awesome videos.
Yeah.
There are probably about 8 or 10 that were submitted, which is the most we've ever had. So I'm very happy with the amount of submissions that we've had this year for most categories. Creole said, "Holy smokes, speechless." Yep, there's Greg Burgess. Okay, thank you guys. Love my catfish family. All right, and not to hold us up, but the last one is the Youth Angler of the Year, and just like I said earlier, we're going to recognize all of them that were nominated. And if I forgot somebody, I took it straight off the Facebook side. I tried to scroll down till there wasn't any more submissions, so I think I got everybody. But we had 10, and this was the under 11. So Oakley Zimmerman, Caitlin Dunnigan, Jackson Jerzinka, Action Jackson, Carson Thompson, John Dunnigan, Jace Burer, Niall Ferguson, Leland Gregg, and Ashton Perryman. And on the nominations form, I will have pictures of all of them with their fish so you can see them, and you can pick the one that you like the best. Thank you, Muskrat Adventures, for sponsoring both of those. Video of the year was FOA. Thumbnail was Real and Virtual Outdoors, Troy. Sorry, I kind of blew through those. Thank you, guys. That's it, guys. What do you think?
Awesome.
We did the talk. Oh, I didn't put the talk show of the year up there.
I thought you did.
I know I did the live. It's possible I missed one, guys. Talk show of the year. Takedown. I sure did forget it. That's okay. I won't hold everybody up. Let me go get it real quick. Of course I missed one. Tom, why'd you let me do that?
I think it's clear. I think it's clear. Stan was waiting to see his name.
Yeah. All right, hang tight, guys. Hang tight. I'm gonna scroll down. It's on the voting form. It is not on the voting form. That's why I forgot it. Okay. I will fix that. Let me go to my nominations form, and I'll pull it straight from there. Sheesh. That's a big award to miss, too. You had one job. All right. Responses. Need some music. All right. The top 3 were The Bait Shop, Chat with Muskrat, and Twisted Cat Outdoors. Those were the top 3. Congratulations. So the top 3 were The Bait Shop.
Cool.
Okay. Sorry. Talk Show of the Year, Bait Shop, Chat with Muskrat, and Twisted Cat Outdoors over on Facebook. So there you go, guys. Let's see. Congrats for me nominated. Thank you, everyone, for nominations. So it'll take me a minute now that I have to fix this, but I need to go put that on the voting form. It won't take but about 5 minutes. But after about 5 minutes, guys, that link in the description with the voting form will be open for votes. And you can go start voting today. Voting stops on February 1st so that I can start editing and ordering and doing all the things I need to do. So you have 1 month to vote. No, I'm glad you said something, Stan, because I would have forgot. So I'm glad you said something. I hope I didn't miss any more than that. I think that was it. So final thoughts, guys. What do you think? Good list of nominations there.
It is.
Yeah.
Great.
Great list.
Some great nominees. I look forward to seeing who wins, who takes home the prize.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Well, cool. Well, I don't want to hold everybody up. It's 10:46. It's getting late over here. I know the sun just went down in California, but I'm gonna pray us out, guys, and we'll head out. Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this community we have. Thank you for blessing it. Thank you for blessing everything we do. Lord, others struggle with famine and war and terrorism, and Lord, we're able to sit here to talk with each other in peace and about a hobby that we love to do with the resources that you've given us. So let us all be thankful for that and mindful of that. And Lord, when it comes down to it, these nominations, these awards are just for fun. And Lord, I pray that everyone's hearts would be soft when it comes to thinking about it. And Lord, I just pray that everyone is humble and thankful for what you've done for them. I pray this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
All right, guys. Till next time, happy fishing.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Yeah.